Imagine a world where technology is the driving force behind progress, yet women are still struggling to find their place at the table. In a world dominated by tech, where every click, every swipe, and every line of code saves the reality, but women have often been relegated to the sidelines. For too long, they have faced barriers that have limited their potential and hindered their ability to contribute to the digital revolution. We are talking about the opportunity lost, unequal pay, and the struggle to reach the leadership positions. Hello and welcome to SAP and Academy. My name is Raju Shrestha and I have been working in ERP world and abap related technologies since the summer of 2006. Despite the growing number of women entering the tech industry, the gender gap persists. Let's start with some eye-opening stats. According to the recent studies, women make only up to 27% of tech world globally, while the United States they have hold about 35% of the STEM workforce. There are about 3.7 million women working in tech position. The number in USA might seem like progress, but it's still painfully low considering the massive influence of tech in the today's world. These statistics highlight the ongoing disparity between men and women in tech roles. In Europe, the statistics is even gloomier. According to the ICT labor force, approximately 1.7 million women work in STEM positions in Europe. They represent only 19.1% of the total workforce. Think about it. Tech is where innovation happens, where the future is built, but 65% of these key roles are still held by men. This is not just a statistics, it's a missed opportunity for innovation, or loss of talent, and a perpetuation of systemic inequalities. It's time to challenge the status quo and create a more inclusive and equitable tech landscape. Women in STEM often face unseen barriers like workplace culture, lack of mentorship, and even unconscious biases that push them out before they even reach the leadership. And these barriers hit harder the higher you go to the career ladder. In this video, we will embark on a journey to explore the progress, challenges, and triumphs of women in tech over the past decade. We'll delve into the historical context, examine current trends, and uncover the inspiring stories of women who are breaking down barriers and shaping the future. So please stay with me till the end to understand the fascinating journey of all women in IT industry. According to the Women in Tech Network, Latin America and Caribbean will be the first to close that economic gender gap in 53 years. Yes, 53 years. North America will close the gap roughly in 95 years, Europe in 67 years, while East Asia and Pacific will take around 189 years to bridge this gap. The real question is, why is this still happening in 2024? We are living in a time where diversity and inclusion should be the foundational, not aspirational. The journey of women in tech has been a long and arduous one, marked by both setbacks and triumphs. What can be bigger irony than this? Margaret Hamilton, the first software engineer, was a woman, and still women are distant minority in the information technology industry. Computer pioneer Grace Hopper devised the theory of machine-independent programming language, which led to the creation of COBOL, an early high-level programming language still used today. Actress and inventor Hedy Lamarr filed a patent for frequency hopping technology in 1941. Can you imagine? 1941, a precursor of Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth connectivity technologies now used by billions of people worldwide. Yeah, that was filed by a woman. In the early days of computing, women were pioneers, often working as human computers performing complex calculations by hand. However, as technology advanced and the field became more specialized, women were gradually pushed to the margins. In the 1960s, women made up nearly 50% of computer programmers. But by the time 1980s, the number had dwindled to less than 25%. This decline can be attributed to several factors including societal stereotypes, discriminatory hiring process, and the rise of male-dominated tech cultures. The historical context is crucial to understand the challenges women in tech have faced. It is a reminder of the progress that has been made, but also a cautionary tale about the potential for setbacks if we do not remain vigilant. Now let's talk about the tech giants, the Googles, the Amazons, the Facebooks of the world. These companies are shaping our future, yet the gender disparity in the workforce is glaring. Women make up to 29 to 45% of employees in these companies. That's less than half. The tech jobs in these tech giants have even less representation. And if you think about this as bad, then just wait. When we look at the leadership roles, the numbers are even further down. Only 25% of C-suite positions are held by women. Can you imagine the potential lost when 3/4 of the population is barely represented in the top? Frustrating is that these are the companies that claim to be leaders in innovation, but they are falling behind when it comes to gender diversity. This is not just a women's issue. It's about diversity of thoughts, creativity, and business success. Companies with more diverse leadership have been proven to perform better financially, yet we continue to see women struggle to break into these spaces. The tech industry talks about being forward-thinking, but how can you be truly innovative when the leadership does not reflect the world around us? In the description section of this video and in the pinned comment, we have links of women in IT and women in SAP community. If you are a woman, feel free to join this community and start a discussion there. Now, let's get into one of the most frustrating issues, the gender pay gap. A study by PayScale found that women in tech earn 18% less than their male counterparts. This gender pay persists even when controlling for factors such as education, experience, and job title. Women in tech earn about $15,000 less annually than their male counterparts. That's staggering difference, especially considering that they are doing the same work with the same skills. This disparity is even more pronounced among Latina and Black women who are typically earning around only $52,000 per annum. Latinas earn nearly half of what the average white non-Hispanic man makes. Unfortunately, this wage gap is even more pronounced for Latina women who have a college degree. In 2023, prominent female executives like Marne Levine of Meta and Susan Wojcicki of YouTube resigned. Alarmingly, none of the big 5 US tech companies, Alphabet, Apple, Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft, have a female CEO. Only 8 to 9% of women hold positions like CIO, CTO, or IT manager or serve as technical team leaders. The number is shocking. For every 100 men promoted to managers, only 87 women and 82 women of color get the same promotion. This leaves far fewer female candidates available for higher level positions down the line, making it nearly impossible for them to ever catch up in terms of representation within these roles. It's disheartening to know that in 2024, women are still underpaid for their contributions. This isn't just unfair, it impacts their financial independence, career growth, and even retirement. Over time, the pay gap can add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. What's worse is that this gap persists even in companies that claim to value equality. We are constantly told that merit matters in tech, yet women continue to face an invisible ceiling when it comes to fair compensation. Imagine how demotivating it must feel to work just as hard, if not harder, only to be paid less because of your gender. It's more than a financial issue, it's a matter of justice and dignity. We need to demand transparency and push for real challenges in how companies address this systemic problem. The future of tech should be inclusive and starts with paying women what they deserve. Now let's dive into one of the most shocking disparity, that is the venture funding for women-led startups. Despite the potential, women-led companies receive just 2 to 3% of venture capital funding. Yes, you heard it right. Out of billions of dollars poured into tech, only a tiny fraction goes to women. It's not because women aren't capable, it's because the investment world is still skewed towards men. Yet, Women founders like Whitney Wolfe Herd, the CEO of Bumble, and Annie Wojcicki and Linda Away, founders of 23andMe, have built massively successful companies. Then there's Melanie Perkins, the Australian co-founder of Canva, a graphic design platform with more than 55 million users worldwide. These women defied the odds, proving that with the right support, women-led ventures can be powerhouse of innovation. What's so heartbreaking is the missed potential. If these women can build multi-billion-dollar companies with just such limited funding, imagine the innovation we are missing from those who never get that chance. It's not just about fairness, it's about investing in the future and making room for diverse ideas. We need more inclusive opportunities for funding so we don't lose out on the next Bumble or the next 23andMe just because of gender bias. The tech world cannot claim to be forward-thinking without leaving 3/4 of the population behind. Software and information technology world should not take all the blame for this gap. Let's talk about where the gap starts, that is education. Women still face major barriers in entering tech fields like computer science and electronics and engineering. Despite making up to 47% of the overall work population, they only represent about 18% of computer science graduates. This is where the gender gap takes root. And it doesn't stop there. Even as a new technology like AI and data science reshape the industry, women are falling behind in acquiring these skills. They are often underrepresented in reskilling programs, leaving them out of the most innovative space. But women and girls also need to share the blame. Don't get me wrong. How many girls qualify for the International Math Olympiad in USA? 1 or 2 or 3? Wrong. For the last 17 years, there was not a single young girl in the 6-member teams. Thankfully, in 2024, Jessica Wang's inclusion marks the significant milestone. She is the first young woman to join the USA International Math Olympiad since 2007. Yeah, from 2007 till 2024, there was no representation of girl because the girl did not qualify. If only one girl child qualified in the 6-member team, that too after a gap of 17 years, that answers why there is so less representation of women in technology world which demands maths and science. Now this will not change overnight. It has to start from the closed walls of our houses. How many parents are involved in grooming their girl child in computers and technologies? It's the mindset which we have to change when they are young. Science and mathematics should not be stereotyped as a subject for boys. Girls should be encouraged to join the coding club from the school life. Girls should be encouraged to take the robotic classes when they are young. Math and statistics should be made enjoyable and interesting for all so that they build a liking for the subject when they are young. This isn't just about women lacking access. It's about the systemic indifference by the parents and eventually biases that push them away from the tech role early on. Girls are often discouraged from pursuing STEM fields, whether through societal expectation or the lack of role models. As a result, by the time they enter the workforce, they are already playing catch up and the tech industry is moving fast. If you don't address this now, the gender gap will only grow wider as new technologies emerge. We need to ensure that education systems are actively supporting girls in STEM and that reskilling programs are equally accessible to the women. Additionally, young girls and women should actively pursue science or STEM subjects in their curriculum and strive to compete on equal footing with their male counterparts. If they aim to challenge the underrepresentation of women in tech industry, they must be prepared to take on the competition. After all, just complaining about unfairness or playing the victim card is not the solution. They need to step up, come out prepared, be proactive, and seize the opportunities available to them. Also, this isn't a women's issue, it's an industrial issue. We can't afford to leave half the population out of the most critical advancement of our time. In recent years, a wave of change has swept through the tech industry, bringing with it new opportunities for women, which is a good sign. The past decades has witnessed a remarkable shift in the landscape of tech. Women are increasingly breaking down barriers, challenging stereotypes, and making significant contribution to the field. According to the National Center for Women and Information Technology, NCWIT, the number of women pursuing computer science degree has increased by 30% in the past decade. That's a good sign. This surge in female enrollment reflects a growing interest in tech careers among young women. The rise of women in tech is not only a testament to their talents and determination, but also a reflection of the changing societal mindset. As more women enter the field, they are bringing diverse perspectives, innovative ideas, and a fresh approach to problem solving. While the progress made in the recent year is undeniably positive, there are still significant challenges that women in tech must overcome. We have got a long way to go to break down the barriers that keep women out of tech. But one thing for sure, visibility matters. We can't inspire what we cannot see. Having strong, inspiring female role model in tech is like beacon, guiding women towards the future full of possibilities. Research shows it's a game changer. When women see others like them thriving in tech, it fuels the ambition and shows them firsthand what they can achieve. It's time to flood the industry with these powerful role models and pave the way for more inclusive and equitable future. The stories of these inspiring women serve as a ray of hope and motivation for countless others. Katherine Johnson was a NASA mathematician and one of the inspirations for the Hollywood film Hidden Figures. Mary Wilkes, a former computer programmer and logic designer known for her work with the Link computer, now recognized by many as the world's first personal computer. Kimberly Bryant, the visionary founder of Black Girls Code, has ignited a spark of passion for technology in countless young girls of color. Her unwavering commitment of diversity and inclusion has created a powerful movement to bridge the gender gap in tech. Reshma Sujani, the founder of Girls Who Code, has revolutionized the way we teach computer science. Her mission is to close the gender gap in technology, has inspired millions of girls to pursue career in STEM. Marissa Mayer, the trailblazer in the tech industry, has broken barriers and shattered glass ceiling throughout her career. As the former CEO of Yahoo, CEO of Yahoo, she demonstrated the power of female leadership and inspired a new generation of women to pursue ambitious goals. Susan Wojcicki, the visionary CEO of YouTube, has transformed the way we consume and create content. Her innovative leadership has helped YouTube become one of the most influential platforms in the world, empowering countless individuals to share their stories and connect with others. Sunita Williams, a NASA astronaut, retired US Navy officer, a former record holder for most spacewalks by a woman and most space time by a woman. She is currently in the space and we pray for her safe return back to Mother Earth. Sheryl Sandberg served as the COO of Meta, or Facebook platform, from 2008 to 2012. She is the co-founder of Leaning.org, a not-for-profit focused on inspiring and supporting women to achieve their goals. How can we forget high-profile examples of female tech leaders like Safra Catz, CEO of the tech giant Oracle? Yes, she is a lady. Lisa Su, the CEO of the chip company AMD. Yeah, she is the lady. And the list can go on and on. These women are not only role models but also catalysts for change. Their success inspires others to pursue careers in tech and challenge the stereotypes that have traditionally held women back. Together, these inspiring women are creating a more inclusive and equitable tech industry. Their contributions are shaping the future of technology and demonstrating the immense potential women in this field can show. By highlighting the achievements of these remarkable women, we hope to inspire others to follow in their footsteps and contribute to the more diverse and inclusive tech landscape. As we look ahead, there's hope but also urgency. The future of tech is being shaped by fields like AI, machine learning, and cybersecurity, yet women are significantly underrepresented in this space. If we don't act now, the gender gap in tech will only deepen. But there is promise. Companies like Salesforce and Microsoft are stepping up with initiatives aimed at reskilling women for these emerging technologies. IBM has committed to hiring more women in technology roles, aiming for 30% women representation in AI by 2030. These companies are showing that diversity drives success. Businesses with diverse leaderships are 21% more likely to outperform their peers financially. The truth is, diversity isn't just a buzzword, it's a necessity. This isn't just a matter of fairness, it's about strengthening the future of the entire tech industry. We need to push for better representation, more equal opportunities in education, and transparent hiring and pay practices. This is the fight that will require all of us, from policymakers to educators to investors to tech giants, to step up. So let's continue raising our voices. Let's demand that the future of tech is built by everyone for everyone. Women aren't just contributors, they are game changers. And this time the world recognizes that. We have built a WhatsApp community for women in IT. If you are a woman and interested to collaborate, discuss, propose, defend, and debate, do consider joining the community. I will leave the joining link in the description section of this video. Also, if you are a woman in SAP or a woman that code, you will also have a link to join the respective community. Thank you for watching. If you are as passionate about this issue as we are, please do like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on more discussion about tech, about gender equality and future we are building together. Not to forget, we bring SAP related videos very frequently, so please stay tuned. Till next time, Raju Shrestha signing off.